That's it.
Feels so good when you get it.
Beautiful, dude.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Christian?
What's up, JB?
How you doing, man?
Good, man.
Today we're gonna work on some half cabs. We're gonna work on doing them over hips, off of quarter pipes, and then we're gonna add to it, and our goal is gonna be Fakie 360s. Okay?
All right, yeah. Sweet.
Let's get it. All right, guys, the first thing you wanna do when learning your half cab is spin your board around backwards so the tail is forward. The next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna stand the opposite direction. So I'm goofy and my right foot's up in the front, but now I'm gonna switch to the other side so my left foot's up in the front. And if you're regular, your right foot's gonna be in the front. As you push switch, I know it's a little strange at first, but lean your head over the foot that's on the skateboard. Really bend down and keep that weight on the board as you push off. After you push off, I want you to set your back foot on your board over the bolts. Then you can choke up your front foot onto the tail. The next part of this is setting your feet in the ollie position so that you're ready for a fakie ollie going this way, okay? Next I'm gonna do is bend down. I'm gonna wind up my shoulders and swing my shoulders, and as I swing my shoulders, right as my shoulders start to turn is when I pop, and I'm gonna pop hard off of my back foot, okay? Make sure that you really work to bend down, to power out of your back foot to click off the tail. You really wanna hear this sound as you click off that tail. Right when you click off that tail, you wanna lock your shoulders with your skateboard so they're turning as one, just like this. Make sure to extend your legs down before you're landing and tuck your body weight down to use your legs like springs for your landing. First thing for you and everybody else is to be able to roll down a bank fakie. This bank is about 4 feet and it's pretty mellow. I'm gonna have you start probably about 10 feet back, and you're goofy footed, correct? Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. So you're gonna start with your left foot up, and I want you to put your left foot, center it right over top of those 4 bolts. Perfect. I want you to lean into that push, throw your back foot on, and you're gonna stand fakie so that your left foot is on the tail. That's it. Perfect. Awesome, dude. Now let's get you going fakie down roll-ins. We're gonna start by working our way into this roll-in, and this roll-in's about 4.5 feet. What we have here is a pretty cool little situation of have a pocket from the pyramid that blends into the roll-in. So we're gonna use this to our advantage. I want you to start back, and you're gonna work your way around the perimeter into the steeper part of the roll-in. A little part of help for rolling in fakie is I don't want you to stand super heavy on the tail. Let me see you stand fakie. Good. Now, when you roll in fakie, it's okay for you to choke your front foot up past your front bolts, okay? Yeah, kind of like that. And that'll be a little more help for you. And in certain situations, when you're going real fast or you feel a little extra sketchy, you can pull your back foot in off of the tail closer to the concave of the bolts. There you go. Okay. Yep. And let me show everybody that.
Rolling like that? Or?
Yeah. Yeah, you can even start to kind of roll in like that. It gives a little more help in control and response, and the biggest thing it does is it keeps you from accidentally pressing on the tail, because if you do, you're gonna get launched. Okay, so let me see you get that rolling. Gentle little push, set those feet. Good. Remember to really tuck down, nice and relaxed, into your fakie carve front side, pumping that hip. Good. And then you can half cab turn. There you go.
Yeah, fakie's weird.
Fakie is strange, but yeah, you're doing awesome. Okay, now let's start over here. Let me get one more where you roll in over the edge of this corner here where right where the spider is.
What's up, Steve?
Steve, give it a tiny little push. Remember to sink your body weight down. Good. Fantastic. You feel the delay of your front wheels going over.
Yeah, it's like a roller coaster.
Yeah, it's a little strange, right? Because it feels almost like this unsettling feeling where you almost like you're gonna hang up, and then you're like a delayed roll-in almost, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So for you and everybody else, really initiate direction change to tell your body weight to go down by bending down as you roll in. Okay. So you want to keep the knees nice and soft so that you tuck down when you roll in. Okay. All right, so I'm going to demonstrate that whole lightness of really changing direction by bending down, using my knees. My goal here is to be as relaxed as possible and let my body weight sink down and into my pump. So remember, I'm gonna start back, standing fakie, switch push, gently spread my feet out. Right when my back wheel starts to go over, I tuck down. I keep tucking down, and your goal for when you do your fakie rolling is to keep your head in between your feet. Do not let your head pass your front foot, or your board will shoot out and you might slam on your hip. Let me see you try this on the rolling right here on the corner. Remember, take a nice deep breath, look at those feet. Good, really tuck your body weight down. That's it. You did awesome right there. And even when I watched you roll in there, I could see the head wanting to pass that front foot. And you'll exaggerate that. You'll start to make the legs a little more strong as you roll in to gain a little more pump and power. And then that'll help you with that stability.
Yeah, it almost feels like my ankles are not, you know, strong enough for fakie. It's like a whole different movement. Almost.
Yeah, it's almost like you really have to remind yourself to pump.
Yeah.
Instead of just rolling over the edge, right? We're gonna step it up now. You're a fantastic skateboarder. This is gonna make a great video.
Thanks.
So look, let's go over here. And now we're gonna do our roll in, straight shot, roll in, okay? This is where the big money is, because this is gonna set you up for tricks. Now I want you to try to do a half cab turn as you go from the bank to the flat on the top of the pyramid. Okay. I want you to do a half cab turn for me here on the flat here, just so everybody knows what I'm talking about. So you're gonna push off, switch, good. Big push off, wind up that upper body, swing that upper body, and transfer your head into your front foot. Roll in here, give me a pump, and let me see you half cab kick turn from the bank to the flat top of the pyramid. Good. Easy, huh?
Yeah.
I want you to try to do your half cab kick turn into a manual across the top of the pyramid.
Okay.
Remember that your body goes where your head goes, and you need to have that balance point, so keep your head over your back wheels.
Okay.
As you half cab, you're gonna fight to try to keep your head over your back wheels as you spin your body and into your manual.
Okay.
If you don't make it, that's okay. Get your head over your front wheels and tuck down into your landing and pump it out.
Okay.
Good. It's challenging, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a hard one. That's it. Hey, fantastic. Good job. Now we're gonna add to this again, and now we're gonna start to pop into that half cab turn, okay?
Okay.
So I wanna see a fakie, switch push, stand fakie, get a little more speed into this to help you build some momentum, and then you're gonna bend down, pop your fakie ollie into throwing your shoulders, keeping your shoulders with your skateboard. So let me see your fakie ollie first.
Okay.
Setting up, switch, front foot goes up, good. Leaning into your push, bending down. That's better. Perfect. Next, I want you to wind up those shoulders, swing those shoulders into your pop, and then as you spin, keep your shoulders with your skateboard. For anybody else learning this, start with just a 90-degree turn. So let me see you just kind of pop into a 90-degree turn first.
Okay.
Good, and notice that your body goes where your head goes. So as you pop, and then you start to kind of lean into your board a little bit.
Okay.
Good, and then kick turn out, perfect. And now we're gonna add the extra 90, so let me see, fakie 180. Really try to get a little more speed for this. Bend down a little bit deeper. To get the best pop you can, remember, really get the balls of the feet on that tail foot. Leaning into your push, bending down. Good, that's it. Good, that's it. Okay, now we're gonna throw that into our roll in, and I want to see you try to do your half cab off of the bank and landing onto the top of the pyramid. Remember to bend down into your landing. Okay. Nice. Woo! Do one more of those for me. Try to roll in with a little more speed and exaggerate your pop into it, okay?
Okay.
Try to keep in mind shoulders with your board as you spin. Good. Little over rotation.
Yeah.
Sometimes that happens, okay? So it's best to try to under rotate, because you can always land and kind of kick turn out, and that's why we started with that fakie 90.
Okay.
As ridiculous as that seems, right?
Yeah.
But because once you over rotate your 180, you get thrown off your board. Good, much better, okay? Now let's add to that again, and now we're gonna step it up, and you're gonna try it over the hip. We're gonna roll straight at our hip, so that we pop more of a 90 degrees, not a full 180 here. And then I want you to exaggerate your tuck and pump down the bank. Okay. That'll help solidify your landing so that you stop your rotation. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Awesome. When I pop that, I'm trying to exaggerate keeping my shoulders with my board, and notice how much I really bend down into that landing. My goal is to land 4 on the floor, all 4 wheels at the same time, into my pump. Woohoo! Awesome try.
Thanks.
So a little more into that front foot, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, good. That's perfect. Awesome. Almost, almost. That's it.
Feels so good when you get it.
Beautiful, dude.
Yeah.
That one was amazing.
Thanks.
Now we're gonna do roll in to quarter pipe.
Okay.
Okay. Famous channel roll in and quarter pipe launch. Today you learn how to roll in fakie. We're gonna do that here. And now you're gonna start to do your fakie 90 out and off of the quarter pipe. First thing I want you to do is you're gonna roll in fakie and start to pump up the quarter pipe fakie. Lean your head over your tail foot and let your body get ejected off of your board. Just let yourself launch off of your board. Think about it like hopping off a swing set. You're gonna use that momentum as you're coming up on the swing set to tell yourself when to launch off to get that nice rainbow trajectory to launch you out and away from the swing. If you wait too long, it'll launch you straight up. Yeah. I want you to just kind of launch off of your board and up onto the deck.
Okay.
That's it, perfect. And that's what builds that safety and the confidence to say like, okay, now I know how to at least get up there and be safe. Now you're gonna do your half cab launch out. So I want you to roll in fakie. You're gonna wind up your shoulders just a little bit, okay? As you start to do your fakie kick turn, you're gonna initiate your fakie kick turn right as your tail starts to pass over the coping. I want you to give it the tiniest, lightest little pop. Don't even really think about trying to strike your tail. Focus more on your hop into your rotation. Let's keep it with a 90 for now. Even if you land into a dead stop up on the top of the deck, that's okay. You can kick turn out. Bend down into that landing. Nice deep breath. Give it a gentle push. Focus on your pump. Good. That's it. If you feel like you need a little bit more, you can kind of pump up and into your rotation. Bending down into your pump. Bending down, big pump up. That's it. That's it. So you really exaggerated that lifting up as you were riding up the transition and into your hop, into your rotation. Now, to help you keep your feet with your board so they all stay together, start to kind of pull those knees up into the chest a little bit more. For you and everybody else, whenever you're starting your fakie roll-ins, it's best to start back as far as you can. That way you have extra time to be prepared, because it's really sketchy if you don't get your feet exactly right how you want and you start to roll in over the edge. It does not feel good and you kind of panic. So go ahead, take your time, give it a nice big push, set those feet. That's it, that's it. Now the next little half of this is when you do your kick turn off of the coping, you want to treat it like a half cab power slide. Can you show me one of those? That's perfect. I want you to break that down in your mind and feel that you're pushing your board in front of your body as you slide. Do you feel that?
Yeah.
So in order to keep you with your board and keep your feet connected, you need to have your board in front of your body just a little bit. So as you can see in slow motion, I can see your body leaning back to counterbalance to push your board in front of your body, just like your half cab power slide, and try to keep that board just in front of you a little bit as you do your half cab out of the quarter pipe. That's it. Hey,
like
now it's like natural, right? Connecting the dots. Hey,
sweet.
Fantastic.
Thanks.
That's it, dude.
That's good.
Awesome. Thanks for letting me film this today.
Totally.
Seriously.
Yeah.
I hope you learned a lot here, and this is going to help a lot of people, so I really appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem, man.
Thank you. Remember, everyone, like these videos, subscribe, and share them with your friends so other people can learn as well. Thank you. Once you get your half cab dialed on flat ground, I want you to try it into a board slide. And when you do this, pop and only hit the last maybe foot of the rail. So pop your 90, right when you land on your rail, really bend those knees and keep your head forward. In case you need to bail, you can lean forward, just like this. All right guys, here's your basic half cab out of a quarter pipe from a roll-in, and I want you to pay attention to lifting that body weight up, pulling those knees up into the chest. As you make your rotation, right before you make your full 180, start to extend those legs down, touch those wheels down, and bend down into that tuck. Remember, if you want to go higher, exaggerate your pump up into your pop up off that coping. Now, here's how to add a little bit of style. I'm going to try to tuck knee and roll my ankles and my knees a little bit and late spin out of this. Now the next level of this is going to be Fakie 360. As I come up, I'm going to half cab turn, and then I rotate around my front foot and into my landing. The next level inspiration is going to be adding an extra 180 to your half cab so you have a Fakie 360.